Look, these ministers are talking about the reality of what is happening on the ground, and it is time that the Labor government's position now catches up and joins with the Greens and calls for the invasion to end. What the ministers are saying is right, and that must lead the Labor government to shift its position and now call for an immediate ceasefire and for the invasion to end, because otherwise that collective punishment and the deaths and starvation and dehydration of civilians is going to continue.
So the Greens feel vindicated by the stance of the two ministers?
From the beginning, the Greens have said this invasion must be stopped because civilians will be the casualties, and that is in breach of international law. It's distressing to see that tragically what we and the Red Cross and the United Nations warned about is now coming to pass. No one is vindicated in this. This is a humanitarian catastrophe unfolding before our eyes. But what matters is what the Australian government does now. With this humanitarian catastrophe unfolding before our eyes and the collective punishment of civilians who are being starved and dehydrated and bombed, now the Labor government must act and must join in a push for an immediate ceasefire and for a stop to the invasion. Because otherwise, these tragedies and the deaths are going to continue.
So we'll leave the Greens leader, Adam Bandt, there putting pressure on Labor to change tack in terms of the response we've seen from the Australian government to what's going on in the Middle East.